Hello and welcome. This is rooflemonger and my friends. As we hoped, we now have a little bit of an extra glimpse at Cammy in Street Fighter 6, and it's pretty silly. This combo we're seeing here and some of her potential here, her new potential with some classic moves, is definitely pretty wild. She can take some of her classic moves and give them wildly new properties, such as juggling. And looks like some of her supers, like her level 2, are a bit multifunctional as well. So that said here, well, let's dig into it and let's see what this is all about. So the first part of our mini trailer here is Cammy's Hooligan dive into the throw. The Hooligan itself is nothing new, but this part is definitely pretty new. The part where you can launch with the throw. And this is thanks to her new property. Certain classic moves, she can charge the move, as in you literally just hold down the button and you can get different properties. So if you charge down the Hooligan, you can see here like the bit of a red flash, and it gives moves from the Hooligan new properties, such as the throw from Hooligan launching the enemy, and that is wild. Before, the throw was just your penalty for being too passive, right? You just waited out, you didn't get dive kicked or whatever, but now if you get thrown, you might lose half your life. So to be specific, the charge mechanic is only for the heavy versions of moves. The light and medium versions, as far as we know, according to the PlayStation blog, not so much. PlayStation blog says only the heavy versions of the move, and this will go for Hooligan, Spiral Arrow, and Cannon Spike, the uppercut. And since Hooligan combination has multiple moves in and of itself, we know the throw is charged up, but you would also have to assume like the dive kick or her new axe kick from it can also be charged up as well. So getting a lot of value out of one move. And specifically here, we can see from the original trailer that red flash from the Hooligan, the axe kick hitting twice and she can combo after the fact. Have to assume that's the bonus from the charged up version of Hooligan. So we mentioned the charged Hooligan throw is a juggle starter, right? So now let's look at what you can get off it, because it's a really absurd combo. Like, let's play it in real time. An EX into a level 2 super, into another ReJuggle, into a level 1 super. So you gotta assume the damage is titanic. Now take it a bit slower here. So the first thing we see is Cammy takes that juggle and goes into EX Spiral Arrow, and that's fine enough. That makes sense. And she takes that Spiral Arrow and cancels it into her level 2 super, because for EX moves, you're allowed to cancel in the level 2s. However, we've seen this level 2 before, and that's not how it worked before. Here, it's multi-hitting, and as you can see, it just launches the enemy a crazy amount, so we have ReJuggle potential. But the original time we saw this move, it was very different, as this was the really gnarly move where if she connected with you, she kind of flipped over and broke your spine like she was a Mortal Kombat character or something. So here you can see the startups are the same, right? It is the same move. The fancy super flash, all that business, it's all the same. It matters is how you connect with the enemy. If you connect with them grounded, you get that really fun animation, but if you connect with them airborne, it becomes multi-hitting and then a ReJuggle. This is something we're starting to see with quite a few characters where one super fulfills multiple roles, and I am a really big fan of that. So this can be either your big singular punish move or your combo fodder move, and either way you want to go with it, it's your choice. Now after the big juggle, Cammy goes for the held heavy kick version of Spiral Arrow, and this also rejuggles the enemy. And keep in mind as well, this is as far as meter and resource management goes, this is free of charge. All you had to do was hold the button. You didn't have to spend your drive meter or your super meter. So once again, this is showing the power of this new hold mechanic that Cammy has. And finally, to end this whole crazy caper of a combo off, we see her level 1 super move. So this is basically just an Omega Spiral Arrow. Gives you a heck of a drill and ends with a really big Cannon Spike. And that's about it, but that's still a lot. So Cammy's always been a pretty straightforward rushdown character, and these new tricks here with the held versions of her moves just add a really good element of danger to her already existing moveset and more combo ability. So charge Hooligan throw launches, charge Hooligan axe kick is multi-hitting and leads to combos, charge spiral arrow juggles, and for completion's sake from the original trailer, charge cannon spike just seems to have a quite big hitbox and obviously will add a lot more damage to any given combo you put it in. So, like say for Lily, the Condor Wind mechanic added some nuance to the traditional T-Hawk game plan. It looks like this new charge mechanic that covers multiple moves for her will give her another layer of offense and fun stuff to play with to the traditional Cammy game plan. All I can really say is, if you're a Cammy fan, I assume you gotta be really happy about this, because this stuff looks pretty nutty to me. And that said, that's the third of our 3 new characters mini trailers here, so we might be going dark again a little bit on the Street Fighter 6 news front, hopefully not too long. EVO Japan is not that far away in the end, so it'd be nice to get stuff like, say, an open beta announcement at some point, because the game's only a few months away now. But I suppose we'll have to wait and see. Anyways, my friends, post in the comments below. What do you think about Cammy and Zangief and Lily with all these mini trailers? And otherwise, we're at the end of the video, so thank you very much for watching. Hope this video has found you well, and go out and play some Street Fighter.